Harper Audio presents My Cross to Bear by Gregg Allman, with Alan Light, read by Will Patton. September 2011. I was sitting up talking, and I just kind of nodded off. But I didn't nod off. I was code blue. I was bleeding inside, and I was drowning in my own blood. What I remember is that I went to sleep, and I had the most incredible dream. It was almost like a still life, and the air smelled so good, and music was playing. I always have music in my dreams, and whatever type of music it is, it sets the whole mood for whatever's happening. If it's a nightmare, it's some nasty music. But this music was beautiful. I was standing at a bridge, and it was twilight, and somebody was on the other side. They weren't motioning. They were just looking at me. But the message got through. Don't come across this bridge. It was all so beautiful. I wanted to go over there and see who it was. All I could see was a silhouette of the person with hair down to their shoulders. It appeared to be my brother. Maybe it was just somebody standing in my room, I don't know. But somebody was there, telling me not to come across that bridge. It's not my time yet. Prologue, January 1995. It should have been the greatest week of my life, but instead I hit an all-time low. The Allman Brothers Band, the band my brother started, the band with our name on it, was inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, and I flat out missed it. I was physically there, but otherwise I was out of it, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. You might say that I had the experience, but missed the meaning. Why? The answer is plain and simple. Alcohol. I was drunk, man. Just shit-faced drunk the entire time. I arrived in New York on a Sunday, got drunk and stayed drunk for 5 days, including the induction ceremony itself. My memory is a bit hazy thanks to the booze, but I remember little bits, flashes of this and that, of the week that ultimately changed my life. On that Monday, we taped a segment for The Late Show with David Letterman. And when I look at a tape of that night, I don't even recognize the guy singing Midnight Rider. My face was puffy and bloated from the booze, and my skin had taken on this gray, sickly pallor, which was accented by the fact that I had shaved my beard. With sunglasses and a top hat to round things out, I was really looking rough. My voice was suffering as well, but I managed to get through the taping. I spent a lot of time making it up and down the stairs that went from the studio to the green room where there was a bar. After Letterman, it was back to the bar at the Waldorf Astoria for vodka and cranberries the rest of the night. On Tuesday, I had to go get fitted for my tux, and after the fitting, we had lunch at a Chinese restaurant. My team had the idea to hold an intervention. They were there to tell me that I needed to go into treatment, and I needed to do it now. There was a plan in place, and treatment had been arranged for me at a center in eastern Pennsylvania. They all stressed how badly I needed to do this because they told me I was dying and they couldn't sit by and watch me slowly kill myself any longer. It was a speech I'd heard before, but this was different. The little voice told me that enough was enough, and this time I listened. I gave in and told them I would go. I resigned myself to going at the end of the week, but until then I just kept right on drinking, man. I drank constantly. I couldn't not drink, you know. Sad but true. I could not drink. Later in the day, we headed over to Sony Studios on West 54th to do some vocal overdubs for the Allman Brothers record's second set. Tommy Dowd, our beloved producer, was there, and what should have been real simple became an ordeal. I couldn't get the fucking words to come out right. The alcohol had tied my tongue in knots, and the guys in the booth were literally cutting one word at a time. I was spitting and sputtering. We finally got it done, but it was torturous. We had another TV appearance scheduled for Wednesday, this time on Late Night with Conan O'Brien. We did Conan during the day and played a couple...
Sample complete. Ready to continue?